What up, everyone? Welcome to Minorly Important, the podcast where we talk about minor league sports. I'm your host, Kevin Marlowe. I'm joined here by my co-host, Colin Scholl. Colin, what are you doing tonight, man?
Oh, just hanging out with the boys.
Nice. Good week so far?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I do got to work tomorrow, but still a good week.
Oh, man, that sucks. All right, well, you hear him. We're also joined here by Dylan Little. Dylan, how you doing, bud?
Hey, man, I can't complain. Just like I say every time we do this, working, taking care of 2 4-year-olds. So a lot of work, a lot of hectic, yelling at kids. They're at that point where they don't want to listen at all. So it's fun, and I gotta remind myself they're a blessing and not to flip my lid. But anyway, yeah.
Awesome. All right. And then we are also joined here by Ryan Baker. Ryan, how you doing, dude?
Hey, Kevin, it's I'm doing all right. It's been a great week. I finally got a nap for the first time this week today.
There we
after
go.
Work.
There we go.
It's been a long week though. Getting everything ready to go back to school. Got some irons in the fire, and we'll see what comes out.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, and then, guys, we have a special episode tonight. We are also joined by the Komets assistant equipment manager, for now, Billy Askew. Billy, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, guys. Thanks for having me.
No,
yeah.
thank you for being on. We're excited to have you. Great season this year. Can't say enough. We had fun covering it. What was your favorite part of this season?
I mean, honestly, for me, it'd probably be the group of guys we had this year. We had a group of guys that actually wanted to play for the Komets and not just the call-up, so it was really a special thing to be a part of.
Nice. How long have you been involved with the Komets?
So, unofficially, probably 4 or 5 years. I've known Sky for quite some time when I was the head equipment manager for Indiana Tech for all 3 programs, and then just kind of building that relationship. But officially, this will be my 3rd season coming up.
Nice. Why don't you give us a little bit of your background? So how you started and then how you got all the way up to the Komets.
Yeah, for sure. So I worked at the ice house here in town and learned how to sharpen skates, and it was just one of those things that I got pretty good at really quick. And then Sky was the head equipment manager for Indiana Tech, and they had just won a national championship.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
then Sky got offered the assistant job that I have now here with Joe Franke at the time. So then just talking to Sky and networking with him, he's like, you got to bug Frank. That's the head coach at Indiana Tech to give you a job. I'm like, okay. So I bugged him for probably, I think it was the entire summer, the year that Sky left. And I'm like, Frank, I'll do it for a sweatshirt if I have to. So I did that. And we had a very successful program there with all 3 programs. And then this opened up. There was a few opportunities for me to go somewhere else, but I just wanted to be in Fort Wayne in my hometown.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Hey, you said you worked at the ice house. Did you ever eat the pizza there?
There it is.
I have ate the pizza there. It's definitely better now than it used to be.
Oh, it is fantastic pizza.
So Billy, you may not be aware. I don't know how much you've seen, but we did the Distillers playoff runs, and Ryan got to try the pizza. And several episodes, all Ryan now talks about is PSM's pizza. So here you go, Ice House. Here's another shout out to your pizza at the Overtime Bar and Grill upstairs. So there you go. All right. What would you say is probably one of the hardest parts of the job you have?
I would say probably the grind of the season, something you don't think about, like especially from like a spectator standpoint. It's like most game days, our work days probably like 16, 17 hours.
Yeah.
You get here 6 o'clock in the morning, have to do visiting team already came in. We have to do their laundry first. We get that to them so they can get set up. Then we come in the mornings, set up our stuff, have a staff meeting, make sure that these guys have everything that they need to get going. We get like an hour break in the afternoon to grab some lunch, and then we're back at the rink for the rest of the night. Yeah, I would just say the grind of the season. Once you get to like the January, February, you realize how much sleep you don't have. Then you just have to try to hang on and make a good playoff run.
Yeah. No, I know we had to do a lot of that stuff I don't know if you know, we did the Mad Ants drumline. So there were game days where we'd do a halftime show and we'd be there early in the morning and then go get lunch and then be there too. So probably not nearly as grueling as what you're doing, because it's not just one game. It's several days in a row, especially during playoffs. So it's like every other day for you for that. But man, you also have just like a sweet gig of getting. I love hockey. I know we all do, but getting to be that close to the action. What would you say is your favorite part?
I would say the little moments. I mean, especially with guys that you go on the road with. I mean, we're with these guys more than our families during the year, so it's just building those relationships. I mean, there's still guys in the off season that we still talk to. They'll shoot you a snap every now and then, just seeing how your day's going. Yeah, I would
That's
just say
cool.
it's the moments like that, and I would say like the biggest moment that I've had is probably the first game that I worked in the national anthem and I stood on the bench. Growing up, you're like you always want to be on the bench for the national anthem, especially here in Fort Wayne. There's just
Yeah,
that moment of like, I made it. This is sick.
Heck yeah, man.
that's cool. That's cool. So how much different is it during a regular season versus a playoff game?
I mean, standard wise, it's pretty much just business as usual for us. We try to have a pretty good standard of how we run things, and we're very fortunate with the equipment staff that we have here. Sky's been huge, just setting the standard early on whenever I came aboard. And then all the extra help we have an equipment assistant, Logan. He's great. And then we have the Rue family, Gary, Joby, and Ethan. They're phenomenal. Game day wise, we could not would do what we do without them. They handle pretty much 95% of the visiting team stuff. That way we don't even have to worry about it. They'll come in early, they'll switch laundry. It's phenomenal. But yeah, we could, especially with Logan. Logan's come along with a couple trips. He helped us in our playoff run too, and he literally helped us make the playoffs happen.
Heck yeah.
So can you describe like a game day? Can you go through like as far as like are you the guys do your players trim their own sticks? Do you guys do that for them? Do you have guys that want to sharpen their own skates that like I mean, how much of that do you guys let them do or do you take complete control over?
So skate wise, we have complete control. We sharpen everybody's skates before every game. If it's a morning skate and they say, "Hey, something feels a little bit funny," we'll sharpen it again. We run 2 sets of steel at all times, so that way everybody has a fresh edge. Stick wise, we try to let them cut their own. There's some guys that either don't know how or just don't want to do it, which we're completely fine with that. That just saves us the money of the stick if it gets screwed up. But yeah, I would say 95% of the stick wise we do, and then just yeah, skates is just us.
Cool. I was curious. Yeah, I can attest to cutting. I've cut my own stick before, and I did not think about the fact that it was carbon fiber. And I got a hand hacksaw out and started going through that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this
That's
is
some work right there. Yeah.
yeah. No, so the second since that point, I've cut all my sticks with like a rotary saw, and yes, much faster and easier. But man, it was a good arm workout for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So like, do you guys use like I know Warrior provides everything for you guys. Do you use like their newest stuff or do you get like a year or two older? Like what's that deal like with Warrior?
So the newer stuff normally tapers down. So we'll use a majority of the stock they had left over from this past year's stick, and then they'll start to trickle in some of the newer stuff. But it's really just a matter of inventory for them. So as it comes out, it will slowly like trickle down to the different teams.
Nice. The way I'm hearing it, like the NHL will get the newest stuff, and then like the AHL, well, they all use CCM, so you guys would then get whatever the NHL didn't use that season before. Is that what I'm hearing?
So like the NHL, they have their own deal with like Warrior,
Right.
and then obviously the different brands.
Right.
So their primary goal is like us, college, some American League teams still use a bunch of Warrior stuff. I'd say for the majority part, we pretty much just get what they have.
All right. You guys got anything? Any questions?
Not off the top of my head. Not
So,
yet.
Billy, for somebody who wants to get involved, what is
There
the
you go.
process like as
Good
far
question.
as, where do you go to apply? As far as, get involved in minor league sports, being an equipment manager, like, is there a certain, like, Indeed, but for sports positions?
Yeah, that's part of the PHATS thing that we're a part of. I think it's like an annual fee of like $150. But I mean, if you want to go a cheaper route, I mean, really just getting like there's high school hockey here in town. I would say just go to the
Starting.
ice house, see if they need
Right.
help with anything. I mean, sometimes yeah, they'll even let you do their laundry just to help out and be involved, and that's literally how you got to start.
Very cool. Very cool.
So like I know Warrior is the official provider, but like can players use like whatever shoulder pads they want and like the stuff that isn't visible?
Yeah, the only mandate is helmets and then sticks. I mean,
Sticks.
if they have like severe concussion problems or they're like a contracted guy, they'll normally have a preference of helmet. And we'll try to work with them, but it has to be like doctor's notes for helmets, especially. Yeah,
And
Warrior
then
pretty
you
much
got
provides all that.
and then you guys just cover up that brand or something? Awesome. Cool.
So, where are you right now? Like, are
Yeah.
you? Yeah, like,
I'm in the
can you
locker
tell
room. I'm in the
us?
corner by where Connor Hunger sat this season.
Heck
Nice.
yeah! Did your
Nice.
light go out, or am I just going crazy right
Yeah,
now?
it's on a motion sensor, and I've been sitting still for a little bit.
There you go. Okay, you want to give us a
Yeah.
little move so we can get the
Yeah.
light back on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
All
So, question. I have one here. So, do you have any superstitions or pregame rituals that you do prepping the locker room every game? Anything you do, like, and if you don't do, something feels off?
yeah. So since I got here, the way we did it is I'll help put out the jerseys, and then from the far side of the room to the middle of the room, I'll do that side, like fix them, decorate them, make them look like good for pictures and stuff. And then Sky will do the other side. And then every morning it's Logan, our intern. He does the visors, and then I mean, superstition game wise, I have a certain pair of shoes that I want wear on certain runs that we go on, and then I'll just swap it out. I mean, I have too many pairs of shoes to leave them all in the closet.
That you do. Yeah, I know
Nice.
your shoe habit. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, all the viewers, I've known this man since like birth, basically. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So going on the road, is there anything different? Is it kind of more the same stuff you do? Is it anything? Yeah, yeah. Go.
It's for the most part, it's the same. I mean, obviously, with the different setups that we go to, it makes it a little bit more challenging, a little bit easier. Some of the newer teams in the league, it's a lot easier because everything's open because everybody builds open concepts now. The only difficult ones is when the ones that we fly to, like Kansas City last year, was pretty tough. Lake Tahoe was a nightmare. I mean,
Hmm.
we had a bus from here to Indy, and we had to fly out of Indy, and we had to go to Las Vegas, sat there for 4 hours, and we had to fly to Reno. We got on a bus from Reno and drove an hour and a half to Lake Tahoe.
That
So
sounds
just
like
Wow.
a fun time.
coordinating everything to make sure it got there. That was pretty tough.
So on
Dang.
that, which is your favorite barn besides the Coliseum that you visited?
Atmosphere wise, I would say Toledo. They're probably my favorite
Mm.
place to go to. I mean,
Mm.
from the time you
Mm.
walk into the building to
Mm.
the time the end of the game, everybody's loud. It's just a great atmosphere.
It's
Yeah.
easy to be loud in a small arena.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh,
We make it well known where our loyalties lie on this podcast as far as our fandom. Yes. How often do ECHL players have to change their visors? Like, I know me personally, like, it feels like I'll have a new one and 2 games in, there's inevitably a scuff on it, and I play beer league. I can't imagine when you're actually getting hit how often those have to be changed.
So a lot of the guys, it's really on preference. We look at them every morning and see like if there's scratches in their line of view.
Yeah.
If it's something that's pretty severe, we'll talk to them about it. But a lot of the guys, they just kind of deal with it until they can't anymore.
Cool. I wasn't sure how, like, if some guys need like a new visor every game or something like that, which would
Right.
get kind of pricey. What would you say is the worst part of having to deal with the opposing team's stuff? Like, what don't you like the most about that?
I mean, a lot of the time, the way it works out is it'll be on the tail end of a 4 and 5, and we'll get back at probably, it's from Iowa, we get back at 4 in the morning. So if there's a team here waiting on us, we have to do their laundry as soon as we get in, and
Mm.
we have to do our laundry, and then we can go home. So there's sometimes, I mean, especially if it's a Sunday game, we don't get to go home until probably 7 in the morning, and then
That's
come back
crazy.
3 hours later.
You guys ever just slept in the locker room or anything?
We have a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, I would. Shoot.
You got any crazy stories? Any fun little stories?
Crazy stories. 2 years ago was my first season. I was super green. I was pretty eager and just ready to do anything that was needed of me. And get a call from the head coach Jesse, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to go pick up a player we just signed from the airport." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, I'll do that. I lived by the airport at the time, but not a big deal. He's like, yeah, he calls himself Diamond Hands. I'm like, oh, it's him.
Yeah.
Then you're driving to the airport and just trying to like prepare yourself because like you see this guy on YouTube and stuff. And you're like, this guy's gonna be crazy. Like I don't know, I can't put him in my car. Then you pick him up and you see him walk out of the terminal. And you're like, oh my god, it's him. And then he gets in the car. Absolutely the most genuine human being I've ever dealt with.
That's
Just a
awesome.
real
I've
genuine
heard.
guy. He was glad to
That's
be here for the time that he was. But yeah, it's like one of those ones
that's
like,
awesome. That's
yeah, it's like, how
awesome.
am I doing this?
Right.
So as far as working on skates, do you prefer working on the fixed blades or those quick interchangeable blades?
So we don't have any that are fixed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of them either have the trigger or like a couple of goalies, they had the true that has like the screw in it. All
Hmm.
of them are easy to release.
Okay, so yeah, all quick rules. Because I think I was listening during the playoffs, NHL playoffs. And I believe McDavid is still using the fixed blade for whatever reason. So I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. So do you like have to take when you go to sharpen it? Do you sharpen them on with the skate on, or do you take them off? Like how? What's the process of sharpening?
So we have this holder. It's from a company called Custom Skateworks, and we literally just put the blade into it. It clamps on it. We put it on the skate jig. That way we don't have to put the whole boot up there, which makes it way easier.
Oh, wow, yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
That's probably how McDavid is staying so quick over the years. Is because
Yeah, there you go.
the old stuff.
I mean, they're so good up there. I mean, he has probably the 2-piece system for the screws. So yeah, that's probably if the guy's good, it's probably a 10-second job just to get the steel out. We're pretty quick with our steel.
How often do you have to switch them out in the middle of the game, like while the
Yeah.
game's in play?
Great
It
question.
really depends. Like a lot of the times we can kind of watch a guy skate. If he falls down, you can generally tell if it's okay. That was like a blade problem or they just fell down. But they'll skate over to the bench and be like, "Hey, do you want to swap or how does that feel?" And they'll be honest with us, and sometimes we'll just swap it. Like, "Hey, let's just be safe and go ahead and do it." And then like during the games, especially with me being assistant, I'll run during the game and sharpen the skates and then bring them back to put them back in the case.
Now, depending on how hard they skate, do they go dull pretty quick? Depending on how rough they are on them on the ice.
No, so our machine is a blade master, and it's pretty good about keeping an edge pretty good. And me and Sky are pretty good about sharpening. So I mean, probably the hardest skater we had this past season was Jack Gorniak.
Always Jack the
And
Flash.
he takes some pretty good abuse to his skates, and his edges still stay pretty quick.
Nice.
Nice. So and like mid game, anything crazy like patching jerseys? Is that normal? Like anything like that?
So jersey wise, we try to hold off until the intermission.
Okay.
If it's something that's bad enough, like a couple of guys, uh, they'll
There you
have
go,
like a
good.
second jersey. Like Darren Brady, he had a second jersey just from the amount that he sweats.
Hmm.
I've never seen a guy sweat more than he does. It's
Hmm.
kind of insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would take off his jersey in between switching. It'd probably be, I don't know, 5 pounds of just sweat. Yeah, that's probably
Dang.
the.
That's crazy.
We
Yeah.
can,
The
we can swap
sweaty
out a
man.
visor in about a minute and a half, which is nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ear loops is probably about 45 seconds.
Yo, Billy. So I hear that belt behind you. That the player of the game gets it after their stellar performance. Is there any way we can take a look at that?
Oh,
Up
sure.
close?
Yeah, let me grab it for you.
Heck yeah.
I
have
always
to
see it
s-
in locker room pictures, but I never get to see it up close.
Right.
I have to say that this is probably the best background of any guest we've had
Agreed.
so far.
Absolutely.
He can't hear us, but agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, look at that.
that
Super
is
dope.
sweet.
What's it say on the bottom and the top? Fort Wayne Komets on the top?
Yeah, Fort Wayne Komets and the reigning and defending game night champ.
A game night.
Nice.
Nice.
Is there anybody that you can
That's
remember that
sweet.
held that for quite a while? Or does it usually just depend on who does
It
good
normally changes. I mean, if the goalies go on a good run, they'll probably swap back and forth. Yeah, pretty much every night it pretty much changes.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Dang.
So I know you've only been in the gig for a couple years, but has there been any like advancements in equipment that you've noticed or anything that has changed drastically in the last couple years you've been a part of it?
Yeah, I would say for us it's like skate sharpening. All the big companies are going automatic. All the American League's going automatic. 90% of the NHL is automatic. I would say probably in the next 5 to 7 years, everybody's going to go automatic, which is Sad for me because I'm old school. I like to sharpen by hand, but yeah, I would say that's the biggest advancement.
I mean, I'll say this: I enjoy in my beer league games. We have one guy that has the Sparks and brings it in, and it makes it so convenient because it's like, hey, can I give you some money and sharpen my skates real quick before a game? So that makes it really nice. But also, like, I see where you're coming from of like there is an art to skate sharpening, and like I'm not going to pretend that like I am the most knowledgeable and best hockey player because I am not. I am horrible. But you can tell when you've had a bad sharpen and it's like stuff just doesn't feel right. And like for you to be able to do that on a professional level is an art. And I would hate to see that art die.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, getting into it, like, you obviously want to do a good job, but then you see guys like Jack Dugan go on a breakaway and cut really hard on the edge, and the edge held up when you sharpened his skates. That's just one of those things that you pat yourself on the back about.
Heck
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Listen,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say, do the guys on the team ever like who's the pickiest about how their gear is set up? Anybody you can point out that's like a kind of a quote unquote diva about their gear?
We had a couple of guys.
You don't have to name them.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
I'll
have
drop-
to. We don't.
I'll drop his number, 74. He was very particular about his stuff. He wanted his shoulder pads fixed, so then Sky adjusted him, did a
Hmm.
phenomenal job, gave him to him, skated with him once during morning skate. He's like, yeah, this isn't right. It's got to be different. So let me
Hmm.
take it back, work on it again, put it in a different spot that he said he wanted, bring it back to him. He's like, yeah, this isn't it either. So then after probably, I don't know, 2, 3 days of working on this guy's shoulder pads, and then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I think it's just time for a new pair.
And how new was
Nice.
that pair that he had already?
I mean, a lot of these guys, they don't like new equipment. So we've had a couple of guys
Mm.
that had stuff that they had in juniors.
Yeah.
It's really based on preference. I mean,
That's what I
you-
notice with like NHL teams. Like when they're doing interviews in the locker room, you see their shoulder pads and they're beat to heck, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Colin
Uh,
Chalk when he played here,
Hmm.
Joe at the time, he just kept putting this stuff back together. He
Maybe duct
still
tape.
uses the old school Sherwoods that have
Yeah.
no shoulder caps. They're just flat. It's really just preference.
Dang. I mean, I've heard stories of like players purposely going and buying every pair of like a pair of skates when they're going out or shoulder pads or something because they want that particular one. I think even though Bauer shows that Patrick Kane has like whatever the newest stick is, it's actually just wrapped and it's whatever his preference is. I don't think they ever really talk about which stick it is, but it's like he has a very particular one and they just wrap it with whatever the new one, like, the Hyperlight 2 or whatever that they try to promote with him. And I guess I get that because like I like my very particular stuff in like drumming, and I hate it when something gets phased out. So I can see where that would come from.
So when the guys get into fights and there's blood on the jersey, you're the guy that gets the blood out, right? Like that's kind of your
Pretty
job
quick.
there.
So we have
Yeah.
about roughly it's like 5 minutes to put like peroxide or something on it just to keep it moist to get it out.
Mm.
Then obviously if it's a good enough scrap, we have to look and see we have to repair the jersey. But a lot of the tough guys that we've had in the past, we just reinforce the collars that way it stays pretty tight. Uh, Turcotte, he's one that we had to heavily sew just to make sure it didn't shred. He's
Yeah.
just so abnormally strong. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just the extra work you got to put in like that. It's just little details like that.
Sorry, Kevin. Do you ever have to replace a player's jersey just because of how many scraps they get in a year?
I haven't had to here. I mean, there's a couple guys we've had to replace jerseys just from like how beat up the jersey got.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the end of the season, there's a couple guys that their sleeves like they're just 90% patch material because it just rips away.
Wow.
Crazy.
What's the number one adjustment players ask for? Like, what's the most the thing they ask to be adjusted the most?
I would say honestly, probably visors.
Visors?
mean-
Wow.
Through the duration of the season, the screws get a little stripped, and you have to try to rip it out. Then you get new hardware put in, and just the constant adjustment.
You ever had a helmet shatter?
I've had one.
Really?
Yeah, I had a guy. I forget where we were at, but he went headfirst into the boards. I don't remember who it was. Like the back of his skull, like that part of the helmet
Yeah.
cracked. It's like That's terrible. And you have to
That's-
run,
yeah.
throw on
That's
a new
the
helmet
part.
for him.
That's that's the concussion prevention part.
For sure.
Dang.
For the younger generation out here, safety first.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to tell a guy, no, you have to replace that piece of equipment?
I mean, as long as it's not a safety issue, we'll kind of let it go. Like, we'll look at something and kind of see where we're at with it, but we really don't have to at this point.
Do you guys have to do players have an allotment of how many sticks they can have, or is it just unlimited as long as before they
mean-
have to pay for them at all?
No, so they don't pay for sticks in our league. So we start out with 3 sticks on the rack, 1 and then 2 backups, and then as they break them, we'll just cycle in more. Yeah, it's just pretty much just 3 at a time, and then if we go on road trips, we'll have extra sticks packed for them, of course.
Speaking of road trips, while flying or on a bus, have you ever had a lost piece of equipment or any crazy story of hey, we didn't bring this guy's visor, or hey, this guy's stick is missing, or something
Forgot
like that?
my skates.
Yeah, something crazy. I don't know.
So we've been pretty fortunate. A lot of the guys that we have this past season, they always had extra skates with them, so we didn't have that to worry about. But me and Sky are pretty on top of it, remembering wise. We really haven't had a moment of crap, we missed that.
Good
Yeah,
on
we
you.
really haven't had that moment of Kalamazoo where you left all your jerseys.
Have the airlines ever lost?
There.
I guess not really lost anything, but has
Delays.
anything ever been sent to the wrong place and he had to wait on that?
No, we've been pretty fortunate. Every time we've flown, we've had probably 60 bags cycle through, and we haven't really had an issue with it coming up missing or anything.
That's
Dang,
some good
that's
luck right
good.
there.
Yeah, very good luck. Very good luck.
Yeah.
I take
Have you ever
one
had
bag
any
on
of
the
the-
airline and it gets sent to 6 states away.
Yeah, that'd be very unfortunate.
Have you ever had TSA pull you guys over? What are you guys doing?
No, not once.
Wow.
It's been pretty smooth so far.
Wonder if
Nice.
they
And
get
watch, we're
correct.
talking about it now, and then it just happens to happen next season.
Game 1.
I'll make sure to drop a text when that happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very great. You'll have to let us know. Do you guys do you monitor the ice condition at where you're at to see, and based on that, do you guys want adjustments to how their skates are sharpened or anything like that?
Skate wise, it pretty much stays the same wherever we go. I was an ice technician for 5 years at the ice house as a Zamboni driver, so I can just look at ice and tell when it's going to be bad or when it's going to be good. We have a pretty good ice crew here at the Coliseum too, so
Yeah.
we haven't really had too many problems with it. I mean, after a big concert, it's a little
Yeah.
rough in the morning, but after we get past that morning skate, it's pretty good.
Yeah. No,
Who has
I
the oh, sorry, Kevin.
I was just gonna say I play at the Coliseum League, the adult league that plays there, and I much prefer the ice there than at the ice house. Now, I think the ice at the Coliseum is, it's a pro hockey rink, so it's fantastic. Nothing against the ice house; it's great, but I prefer the ice at the Coliseum much better.
I prefer the pizza at the ice house.
It was pretty
Well,
good.
It was.
What barn has the worst ice, in your opinion?
Ooh.
That's a really good question. Um,
I heard Kalamazoo can either be there and not there at the same time.
Kalamazoo would probably be it.
Yeah.
The coloring of the ice is hard on the ice.
Yeah.
As often
I
as
was
they
just
do
gonna
that.
ask.
Yeah.
Do players hate that? I know at least it looks cool, but I can imagine, especially when it either blends in the orange or green ice, how that would blend in with the red or blue line. I know they divide it, but from player level, you almost may not be able to see that. And trying to judge where the red and blue line is, I feel like that would be hard. Do players comment on that?
I mean, more goalies complain than anything. It's just hard to
Okay.
see the puck in the ice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally, yeah.
Yeah. So, from a fan's perspective, it looks cool.
Super
but
cool.
it's-
Yeah, but
It looks great on paper until you
yeah.
had to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm looking at it from a player standpoint of trying to see the lines, which it's the only consistent thing on a rink is where those lines are. And that's how you judge everything. And then all of a sudden it's where is it?
Well, they're a smaller rink anyway, right?
Yeah, they're one of the smaller ones. Yeah.
Till they get that new arena.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
By the way, how's the Indy Fuels new stadium?
Yeah.
Atmosphere wise, it's really good, but our setup wise, it's kind of brutal. There's not really a like roped off area, so pretty much anybody can come like down our
Mm.
hallway. We've had a group of 40 people walk through, maintenance guys with ladders, pretty much anybody. It's just like player safety wise, it's terrible.
Dang.
Yeah.
There was a video that I saw online where an Indy Fuel fan was able to talk to Jack Dugan and talk a little bit of smack at the new arena. I don't know if you saw that video.
So that was actually at the old barn.
It was?
Yeah, that was at the
Oh.
fairgrounds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was actually way more secure than what we're at now.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely bad. And that was just a curtain back then.
Dang.
So
So when you guys went to Tahoe, did any
Mm.
of the players complain about the content creator Travi Chirps, the guy that sat there next to the penalty box?
We didn't hear anything. That doesn't mean they didn't complain amongst yourselves, but we didn't get told anything about it. Normally, if it's something that they notice enough, they'll say something like, "Hey, just keep an eye on this." But we haven't really had that, especially
That's
in
cool.
Tahoe.
I know he's quite popular. I mean, I love watching some of his videos. I don't know if you've ever seen
Yeah.
it, but it was really funny to sit there and come across his thing on Facebook one day and go, "Oh, hey, that's our team."
Yeah.
He's talking to one of our guys.
Yeah.
And one of the they were against another team, but one of the players on the other team actually noticed who he was, and he was loving it. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ryan?
what's the worst barn that you have had the pleasure of going to?
Kalamazoo's got to be up there.
It's the oldest one now too.
Yeah, I would say that one's for sure got to be up there. Maybe Rapid City, just because when we went,
Mm.
it was so ungodly cold. I think
Mm.
we were there, it was like -28. It
dang.
was just really hard to enjoy.
And let me
where we were
guess,
at.
the ice wasn't that good either, too, was it?
It was actually kind of brutal, to be honest.
Where was
Really?
it? 2 years ago, wasn't there like a huge blizzard out in New York area, and the game was played with no fans? Or was that 3 years?
That was
thought there
before
was
I
a-
got here.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in Booster.
Oh yes, there you go. I remember I was watching that game at home, and they were just talking about how crazy it was that there was no fans, and the only people sitting in the stands were like the employees.
Yeah, that was the season before me.
Dang.
Good old Wooster Railers.
Mm. So, equipment-wise, is there anything that you would like to see upgraded in any certain part of an equipment, or like a league standard that you would hopefully want to see upgraded in any certain way?
It's actually a really good question.
Hey, I have those
I
every
would say
once in a
maybe
while.
the standard of helmets for sure. I mean, we get so many helmets from Warrior, which we're contracted to get. I mean, I'm not gonna bash Warrior; they're a good product, but I mean, so many guys have their preference. I mean, if they come from a NCAA school, they always had the CCM or the Bowers. So just getting them to have to transition from that to the Warrior helmet, it's a bit of an adjustment for them. So I would say probably that's the biggest thing that I would love to see improvement on.
Is that they open up to whatever the player prefers. Ah,
Be
I
cool.
see that. Yeah. So looking at my t-shirt here, Howie's, I know they are the tape sponsor. So like, do you guys like send them ahead of time? Like how much tape do you guys go through?
We have league rule wise, we have to spend a minimum of $5,000. But I mean, we're constantly getting orders of tape.
Dang.
I mean, we'll put out 2 cases at a time, and probably by the end of the month, we're already blown through that.
And you probably got players changing out tape every single day, too, don't you?
Stickwise, yeah, shin
Yeah.
pad, of course. Yeah, we also have to provide the visiting team tape too. So
Really?
that's our number 2. Yeah.
Do you have like their colors, or do you just only give them white?
So we only have to provide the shin pad tape and then the stick tape.
Okay.
Grip wise, it's up to them.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Cool.
Now, do you guys get free tape when you go to away games, too? Oh, okay. So it's
So
you don't
have-
league-wide.
you
it's
don't
a
have
league
to
scheme.
bring your stock.
No,
to-
no, like we have an allotment of stuff that we have to provide for them, and they have to provide for us.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
So you guys kind of got to work together with the away team at the same time.
So
Yeah.
Billy, what cool stuff do you get from? Do you get any like cool stuff from Warrior or Howie's or anything like that? being the equipment manager, do you get samples of stuff that you get to keep? And
Yeah,
Some swag.
our warrior rep's pretty good. Ron, he's great about sending us little stuff to like help us out a little bit. Our rep at Howie's is phenomenal. He'll send us hats and stuff whenever we put in an order. Just little
Sweet.
things like that. They take really good care of us for sure, especially with the amount that we have to spend.
I will
Heck yeah.
say Howie's just in general, like I've ordered stuff and like they threw this t-shirt in for free. Like I think I ordered like a tape tin and some wax and maybe like some grip tape, and they threw in a hat, and like it's like small orders and they've thrown in all sorts of stuff. And even if you don't like, if you're not spending a bunch of money, you can they always have a free puck that you can get on there, and it's like, Howie's is not a sponsor of this show, but we shout out Howie's Hockey Tape for their good customer service.
if they
Yeah,
want to
they're
sponsor the
phenomenal.
show,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
we'll take
yes, Howie's. That's a clip.
we are take that legal.
it.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Billy, do you get any cool memorabilia after each season? Like, have players given you something to remember them if they know for a fact they're not coming back?
I mean, a lot of the guys will just give you a stick in general, whether they're coming back or not. It's just something that it's kind of like a thank you from them to us, just for everything that we do to them. Yeah, stick's
Heck
probably
yeah.
a big one. Whenever Sean Sadowski had a bobblehead night, we all got a bobblehead, which was sick.
I have one of those too.
I do too. It's out
Yeah,
in my living room.
Very
I
cool.
It's just little stuff like that. I mean, we did the Hawaiian night. We all got Hawaiian shirts from the team.
Well, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just little things like that.
So how many sticks do you
That's
have?
Probably 10.
Nice.
That's
Those
awesome.
aren't cheap either.
A lot of them are like the American League guys that really don't know what their contract looks like for next season, so they'll just give you something like that. It's just something you hold on to. Just cool to have.
Awesome.
Do you ask for autographs?
No, I haven't done that. There was one player we had, Tyler Inamoto. I joke with him quite a bit whenever he was here. Occasionally he'll just come down to our locker room. We have these little like stuff that we have to do, like to-do list. They'll just come in, sign it, and then just leave without saying anything. So he has that.
Nice.
On the inside of the table that I'm actually sitting on, it's actually our bench cart. It has something that he signed.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
cool.
So I have a friend that used to work for he's worked for like the Tampa Bay Rays, San Francisco Giants. I believe now he's with the Rangers. He's an athletic trainer. But what he does is he buys like a couple cases of baseballs every year, and whenever he has to work on somebody from an opposing team, he makes them sign the baseball first.
Smart.
That's
So I,
Yeah,
so
it's awesome.
he has a room full of like top players, and I mean he's been doing this, gosh, for 15 or so years now. Like he has all the big names from baseball. But just a little idea you might want.
There you go.
If
Get a bunch of pucks,
Well,
silver Sharpie. You're like, here you
Yep.
go.
I won't work on your equipment until you sign this puck.
oh, you want this tape? Well, I want this puck signed.
There you go.
Be a shame if your edges stay like crap, huh?
Yeah.
Be a shame if you had dull.
You want to
skates.
skate?
Oh man.
Who
So do you-
would you say
Oh.
has been one of your favorite players to help out?
From this past season, I'd probably say Nick Deaconpoot. Big burly guy. He's just an absolute sweetheart. So thankful for everything that anybody does for him. He's just a genuine guy. We had
Nice.
this thing in the morning whenever he'd come in, and then he'd see me. We still saw it just the entire time that he was here. It's one of those little things that you have with the guys.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Who was the who was the jokester in the locker room?
There
Who
you
played
go.
pranks on everybody?
Oh, best prank. What's yeah.
I don't know if I can say the best one because it's still kind of a secret that they haven't really let out yet.
Oh, okay.
Second best.
Second best.
Give us something.
You're
We've
gonna
had
have to come
players
back on
that
and tell
like-
us the best one.
We've had players that put like bubble gum in the ends of fingers because it's really hard to get them out.
Oh, and the gloves. Oh.
We've had
Oh,
some before that laced a skate like upside down, so like they start at the top of the skate and then work down, so they have to redo
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Or they'll cut like right at the bottom of the skate, so when they go to tighten it, it just pulls right out. That's probably
Oh.
the biggest thing we did.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was-
dang.
The biggest
Is,
one I've done all yet.
Is shaving cream to the face big in Fort Wayne?
No, we haven't had really much of that.
Wow.
Alright.
It's been pretty mild.
So nobody's flurried the whole ball of tape to wrap the equipment in a giant ball and hang it up behind the jersey.
Not yet. That'd be hilarious though. I would love that. Yeah, we did have one that they put a cup of water inside of the helmet on their stall.
Okay.
And whenever they pulled it out, they just got covered in water.
Oh
That was
man,
probably the funniest one.
is the loose bottle really popular?
No, the guys are really good about testing it first, like they'll spray it towards the ice, then if it
Yeah.
falls off, they just
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the guys are a lot smarter now.
No, I did think it was funny. Speaking of Fleury, I did see a video the other day where they were interviewing his wife after he retired, and they're like, "Do you have any fear of him, like now that he's not playing pranks on his teammates, coming home and now playing pranks on the family?" And she's like, "No."
Now I do.
Like you can see that she didn't think about it, and all I can see is like you don't see him, but I can imagine Fleury off to the side going, didn't think about that."
Yes.
Yeah.
Last year for the when Benedict Mathurin was a rookie, someone filled his entire car with packing peanuts and they covered
Yeah, I
it.
saw
and
that.
they saran wrapped his car all
That's
the way
not
around.
the first time a Pacer has done that.
Yeah.
But isn't?
No, it I think it's
It's
kind of becoming a rookie.
a rookie hazing thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because didn't they do it to Alize Johnson too?
I
I
think,
think
so.
so.
Yeah. So, but
Anyway.
hockey is where pranks have always come from. So,
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
yes.
I think the best pranks, honestly, because you definitely don't see NBA players unscrew the top of the water bottle.
Yeah, if
Has
you
it-
watch sometime whenever they do like media events, like
Yeah.
especially like on the ice, like the interviews, you'll hear like the clang of a puck on the boards by them. It's just
Mhm.
guys shooting pucks at their feet whenever they're getting interviewed.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
fantastic. Has anybody done the shin tape on the skate blade?
Ooh.
My first season, yeah.
Dang.
Luckily, it was just a morning skate, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah,
That's
happening.
dangerous,
Yeah.
man.
Is that shin tape worse than the actual stick tape for the stick?
No, you put it on the skate blade so they don't see it, and then they
Oh.
hit the
Go
wedge.
start skating.
Oh, that's dangerous. You're
Because
right.
if you don't check out your steel, you're not going to see it. It only takes maybe that much, and then your hoop.
Yep.
Hey, you're
Ye- How hard is that to remove?
It's actually pretty easy. Once it gets wet, it comes pretty much off.
Cool.
yeah, that's good. Who of any of the players you've been around have you connected with the most? Like you still talk to today? Anything like that? Like you got anybody that's still, cool?
Some of the guys from the first year I was here. I mean, obviously Brett Brochu. I talked to him quite a bit. Had him again
Nice.
this season. Amesbury will text me every now and then just to say, "Hey, what's up?" A couple of guys that went to Europe, they'll shoot me a message every now and then. A lot of the guys this season will still shoot me a text just out of nowhere, which is cool still. I talk to Tyler Inamoto probably twice a week.
That's
Just 'cause
cool.
he's bored and I'm bored. Yeah, it's just cool.
What's an
You ever
off
go watch
season
these
like
guys
for
play?
you?
Off season, once we get done, I normally take a week or two to kind of like decompress. If I want to go on a trip with my family, I'll do that. And then it's a lot of golf. It's a lot of hanging out with family. I play music at my church, so I play a lot of music.
Nice.
Normally around this time, stuff will start to trickle in, so we'll kind of set it aside, start to throw it together. That way, it's not like a last minute thing. But yeah, it's just hanging out and kind of mentally preparing for the next season.
Yeah. So when these guys leave, move on to other leagues. Have you ever gone to watch them play and say, "Hey, hook me up with tickets for this game" or anything like that?
Yeah, we went and seen Turcotte whenever we went and got called up in Chicago.
That's cool.
Nice.
We went and seen him, shot him a message. He's like, "Hey, I got you guys tickets. Like, don't worry about it." Yeah, a lot of the guys will do that because I mean, it's nothing to them. Yeah, just to get to see him play in a different barn, especially at a higher level, it's cool to see.
So do you guys, are you the ones that do the like nameplates and all of that? Do you change that?
Yep, we do all that. We all do that in house. We do have a couple people that we outsource it to if we're in a pinch and we just don't have the time. I would say probably 90% of it we do ourselves.
Nice.
How many extra jerseys do you guys get from all these guys getting called up and then sent back down and then having to make a complete new jersey for the new guys?
We had to make 4 complete new jerseys this season.
So not
Dang.
that often.
Yeah. Like, we'll order a bunch of numbers that we have available. A lot of them will be, like, possible call-ups that we'll just keep, and then if we have to, we'll just rip the bar off and give it to somebody. Yeah, for the most part, we had to make 4 from scratch.
I'm still waiting on the player number 69. I've been waiting for a while.
You'll probably be waiting for a while on that one.
Is it banned?
It's not bad, but it's just one of those things. It's like, nah.
Nobody wants. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
It's like nobody will ever wear 99.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody wants to be Gretzky. Well, I mean, nobody wants to try to say they're
Right,
Gretzky.
right,
I
right,
should
right.
I should rephrase that.
I mean, the amount of chirps that a guy would get at a face-off draw with
Oh,
99
yeah.
on his back,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty brutal.
Yeah. So do you guys work with the Oilers at all?
So, their goalie coach will come down every now and then. They have a couple of like administrative people that'll come down too. We have pretty good relationships with them. Sky, the last 2 years that I've been here, he's gone to Bakersfield's training camp and helped out with that. And then we're in communication with our affiliates all the time. It's a really good relationship with them.
Nice.
I think the
Out of all the places I thought he would have went, I thought it was going to be Bakersfield, but it's Colorado. I thought that was kind of weird.
The opportunity came up for him, and it was a good offer for him, and
Yeah.
it's a good spot.
Heck yeah.
I think maybe Colorado's goalie coach should spend a little more time with Skinner.
So what is the toughest part of your job that fans and or players may not know?
The time away for families, especially like holiday season. We don't really get to do like Thanksgiving with our families. We'll maybe get to see them for like 45 minutes, and we're back at the rink. We miss a lot of birthdays. Christmas is always tough because it's day after we're already back to it practicing and stuff. So I say time is something we miss a lot.
Do you have any aspirations to move up?
I mean, obviously, like, yeah, with any equipment guy, you want to have the chance to move up. I'm in a spot where I'd be content with being in Fort Wayne for a while. I love Fort Wayne. I love the fan base. I love the management that we have. Our owners are great to us. So it's a really good relationship. Our coaching staff's phenomenal. I couldn't ask for better coaches to sit under and have to work. Yeah, obviously you want to go up. I mean, at the same time, I'm happy here in Fort Wayne.
So it's you're okay if not, but you're cool if you do. Nice.
It would have to be a good opportunity. I mean, my wife has some big roots here in Fort Wayne too, and a really good job. So it'd have to be like a golden opportunity for me to go
Yeah.
out of Fort Wayne.
So
For
if the
sure.
Anaheim Ducks called you tomorrow, would you go?
Depends on what they're paying.
If you can't tell, that's Ryan's favorite team here. So
I'm a big Ducks fan. I like the Ducks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who
Good old
is-
San Diego
is that-
goals.
is that your NHL team?
And if I had to pick a team to work for, I'd probably go Maple Leafs, just because I'm a big Original Six fan.
Okay.
I would love the chance to work in Toronto. I would say Toronto would be number one, maybe Columbus number two.
A lot of
'Cause it's-
taxes up there in Toronto.
Sure.
What? No Hawks?
You have
You
to
don't
pay those
wanna go to
Canadian
Chicago?
taxes.
I
Detroit?
don't know.
Come
it'd be
on.
a good sell for me to go to Chicago.
So what does an NHL equipment manager pay? Like just average, like is this something you look at like, this is what they're paying, this would be worth me going?
I mean, honestly, it depends on experience. I mean, guys that have been there a while, they can make like 170K a year, plus all
Dang.
their tips. Yeah,
Plus
I mean,
all the traveling they also have to do too.
Like
I
a
mean,
per
you get per diem
diem.
for every trip, which is
Yeah.
nice.
So
Do
really, you're
players
not
ever
e-
tip you?
Yeah, so we get tips. You get trainer tips for training camp. You get a gift at Christmas and then end of the year.
Nice.
Nice. How much Komets like apparel gear do you get?
We get everything the players get.
Wow.
So you get like
Wow.
hoodies,
Dang.
polos.
Yeah, we're very well taken care of.
Nice. Nice.
Next question: how can we get some of that stuff?
We'll see what we can. We'll see what we have left whenever stuff gets rolling in. I'll see what we can do.
Heck yeah, bro.
You
That'd be
know, we
sweet.
need one of us needs to job shadow him so he can tell us what to do.
Me.
Yeah, I think we're already
Sign
working
me
on
up.
that. That's we've already done a Komets stadium tour. We got to shadow Icy. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
that
saw
was
that
fun.
or not, Billy. Icy was very generous in letting us shadow him for a while. But like I said, we for you the listeners, we are working on getting to be able to go shadow Billy around for a little bit. So that's in the works. So you get to see a really cool, like, in-depth view of what he gets to do. But
Mhm.
what would you say is like one of the how much do you interact with fans? Like, what's one of the coolest fan things you get to do?
So any away team that we go and play, there's always at least 50 fans. They'll interact with us like more in the hotel lobby, which is nice. Um, it makes it easier, especially when you go out to like Iowa when there's not a lot of fans in general, and you'll see the cluster of Comet fans that really took the time to drive 6 hours to come to Coralville.
That actually happens. They drive 6 hours to go to games.
Mhm.
Dang,
Yeah,
We
they
had
get a
fans in Lake Tahoe for
wheeling.
us.
Yeah.
dang.
Wow. It's
Man,
dedication.
I did think it was funny the indie game that Colin and I went to against the Komets was that was right before COVID shut it down, right?
Yeah.
Colin? Yeah.
Yeah.
We went and it was almost a half and half game that night for Komets. I did love there was a mom and dad. Mom was wearing a Komets jersey. Dad was wearing an Indy Fuel jersey. And the mom is holding the daughter, and the Komets blew out the Fuel that night. And the mom is sitting there holding the daughter, and she goes, Daddy's upset because he picked the wrong team. And the daughter turns to the dad and goes, Hey, guess what? Your goalie sucks. And the guy looked like he was so upset at himself.
Yeah, they make the road trips definitely worth it, especially when you go to arenas that you don't really care for.
Yeah.
Just getting to see them, and they make an impression on you for sure.
So do you get your
So-
own hotel room?
Yep, own hotel room, own per diem, pretty well
Nice.
taken care of.
Nice.
Must be nice.
So how's the interaction from like away team fans? Have you guys had like problems with fans, like trash talk and whatnot, or do they mostly just leave you guys alone?
I would say 95% of our interactions with away team fans is pretty nice. I mean,
Nice.
you'll get the scraggler here or there. I mean, blue hair in Toledo's not very nice to us. Whenever we come to town, they pretty much shoo him away. That way, it's not too bad on us. But yeah, I'd say for the most part, they're all pretty good with. I mean, they know we're just doing a job.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, we're just doing a job whether they win or lose. I mean, we like for our team to win, but I mean, at the end
Naturally.
of the day, we're just doing a job. We don't go to their jobs and say that, hey, you guys suck. We're just doing it.
I mean,
If you could, you would if they were talking trash to you, right?
If I had to go to Blue Hair's job in Toledo, I probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an interaction with an away or with a when you're the away team with that home team's mascot? Have they ever like messed with you at all? Because
There's a
I've
pretty
seen
good,
Icy
like-
mess with people.
There's a pretty good mutual respect, especially with the mascots, like themselves, that know, hey, don't cause trouble with our staff. I mean, for the most part, they steer pretty clear. I mean, occasionally we'll get like a thumbs up, but nothing really too bad. It's just pretty much civil.
Yeah, nice.
What about players? I assumed the away team, like when they visit the Coliseum, if you got to work on their stuff and you end up talking to them, they're pretty nice because you're the ones working on their equipment in the first place.
I mean, we're very fortunate with the amount of players we've had come through Fort Wayne that end up still in this league. I mean, we all have a pretty good relationship with a lot of the guys that still come back to Fort Wayne, so it's normally pretty good.
Heck yeah.
Who's the like your favorite player that like had left the Komets and came back?
Like to play for the away team or come back
Yeah.
in general to play for us?
Both. Like, I mean, I guess give us the one that went and was no longer a Comet and needed you guys to do something, and then one that like had left and then came back.
Brandon Hawkins is probably my number one.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a very genuine guy, very personable. I never had him as a player, but he'll still come up whenever we go to Toledo and give me a hug and just say, "Hey, good to see you." A player that's come back, probably Matt Bowden's.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was a big sign.
Again, I didn't have him as a player this first time around, but him coming in here treating me like he's known me since day one, and that was the coolest thing I could ask for.
That's cool. That's cool. Did you ever get to interact with Sid?
Oh yeah, I had Sean his last year here. The first couple of months was kind of rough for us. He'd make a joke about my teeth because I mean I lost my teeth in men's league, and then I would call him Grandpa Sean, which really got on his nerves. And then it got like 3 months in, and then this guy's like, he could kill you, right, if you wanted to. So I went and talked to him. Like, Sean, I'm not trying to upset you or anything. And he's like, no, I love it. But yeah, Sean's an absolute sweetheart. I love Sean.
Good.
He comes into town every now and then. He doesn't tell us ahead of time. He'll just kind of show up out of nowhere like a shadow, and then it's just
Cool.
How was
No.
it? So in that C on his jersey for that last game.
it was really cool for us. I mean, it was something that we didn't think about too much after after Mo left, and it's just one of those things. It's like just a nice nod.
Yeah, for sure.
Did the jersey with the C, like, did you guys leave that on there for that?
Yeah, that was his.
Dang,
Showed it on, and then we gave him the jersey.
that's cool.
That's awesome.
really cool. Do you think his number will be hanging from the rafters here at some point?
I mean, I would love for that to happen. I would love that for Sean. I think Fort Wayne would love that too.
I think all of us do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Just be glad you weren't there for when they retired Colin Chalk's number and they put the number upside down.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You know?
Mm,
So we, the Mad Ants, about 2 days later, retired Ron Howard's number. And I
Uh-huh.
remember our team president had saw what happened there and made the Coliseum staff check that
Double check.
banner like 8 times. They unraveled it, checked it, nope, it's right, and then they raveled it back up. And then about an hour later, he'd come back and goes, "No, I want to check it again and make sure that it's," because he was
Yeah,
like,
so-
"That's
for
not
sure, yeah,
happening to
yeah.
us."
Was that intentional? Because there's always been a rumor that was like supposed to be a funny ha thing.
I haven't heard one way or another. I mean, that's something that's been pretty hush hush, especially when I came aboard with the team. I know
Touch
Colin
wood.
was probably a better sport about it than I was, but I mean, I haven't heard one way or another.
I was pretty upset when I saw it,
I
honestly.
was too.
I mean, for sure, it made ESPN.
I had
Yeah.
I had a friend in college. She was a news anchor in South Carolina, and they showed it. And then she goes like this and goes, "And I hate to say that that is my hometown where I went to college team." No, that's certainly not the. How many times do you suppose they checked the championship banner then after that one? After that mess up?
At least a handful, I would say,
Yeah.
just to be sure.
Who's the coolest like person that's come back, like former player that's come back for like a ceremony or something like that you've gotten to meet?
I didn't have him, but Guy Dupuis probably be up there with
Oof.
just the most personable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, I've been to every cup in Fort Wayne since 2003 because we lived in Kentucky for a majority of my childhood. So every cup since then, just watching him play for as long as he did at the level that he did.
Yeah.
Just one of those things. He came in last season, he was doing like a intermission thing, and he just wanted to like shoot the puck on the ice. And just seeing him, like this guy that was larger than life when I was a kid, just
Yeah.
walking around shooting a puck on the
Mm.
ice.
Probably one of the Komets' best defensemen ever.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely up there. Yeah.
What if you could have one like thing happen before you retire, what's that?
For sure, I want to win a championship here in Fort Wayne. My mom comes to every game. My dad does when he doesn't have to work. But I mean, just for my mom to get to see me win a championship here in Fort Wayne, I would say that'd be my ultimate goal. I mean, obviously to make the NHL would be huge, but to win a championship here in Fort Wayne with my home team.
I feel like that's a hockey thing. Like people would much rather be a champion than like move up or score the game-winning goal. Everybody would give up everything to win whatever cup they're in. Like, heck, I know that the past 2 seasons my beer league teams made it to the finals and lost in the final, and like I'm like, man, I'd give up the 2 assists I had that one game for to win that cup, like hands down, or the individual achievements. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool to win a cup.
I mean, that's why we do the grind that we have to do. I mean, no one that gets into this job does it for the money. We do it for the championship, especially being from Fort Wayne with the owner group that we have that treats us so well. I mean, it's the least that we do is try to win a championship.
Yeah. No. Do you were you sorry, trying to think here. Were you weren't involved with them when they won the cup though the last time, right?
I shadowed a couple times, but no, I was just a spectator for that game.
Cool. Which means anybody else got anything?
So the puck throw before the game, we always see you guys out there throwing the pucks. How often did you beat Skylar in that?
Sky was the season champ on that one. So we actually have a whole scoring system and everything that we have, like a game that we play with the stat guy. And yeah, it's just one of those routine things. On the road, we don't keep score. We just throw for the fun of it. Yeah, it's just one of those
Nice.
routine things. Probably 6 games, maybe, that I beats a guy.
So he's pretty good. He was legit when it came to that.
But yeah, he's clutch when it comes to throwing hockey.
Nice, nice.
Do you guys set up now for warm-ups? Do you guys set up the pucks in a cool way at all?
I do on the road. Yeah, I'll make a different design. During the playoffs, especially, like I'll do it like a different design if we win the night before. I'll do the same design as long as we win. I did
Hmm.
it every game that we were in Iowa. I did it every game we were in Toledo. Yeah, just road games.
What would it be? Would it be like an
Um,
inside joke thing, or
for the most part, I just try to do a K, and then I do an anchor sometimes because we're gonna lock it down.
yeah,
I would say that's what I'm gonna do.
that's cool.
That is
I like
cool.
that.
It's really hard to make a K out of hockey pucks.
I
Yeah,
I
bet.
could imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So, every episode we do end with a closing question. What is your favorite memory of the job you had? And for you guys, what is your favorite Komets memory?
You guys want to go first, and then I'll wrap up mine.
Sure. All right, Colin.
dude, I always got to go with that triple overtime game winner for the Turner Cup. Always,
That's
always.
Mhm.
Dylan.
Not actually at a game, but when I was in elementary school, they brought the Turner Cup to show it to us at an assembly or something like that. It was really cool. The goalie, I think his name was St. Pierre.
St.
Yeah.
Peter.
David St. Pierre,
St. Pierre. He was missing like a finger or something, and
best
one of the
9-figure
kids.
goalie we ever had.
Yeah, one of the kids asked him like, "Hey, how'd you lose your finger?" He's like, "I was stretching out in front of the crease, and somebody came and cut it off." And I'm like, "What?" Anyway, yeah, that stuck with me for sure.
Ryan.
I mean, you got to go with the championship game back in 2020, or was that 2021? I don't remember. It was a long game.
COVID Cup.
COVID
Yep.
Cup game. I don't like calling it the COVID Cup. It's still the championship. I mean,
Yeah,
still the
for sure,
closest
for
some
sure.
of those Toledo players have or will ever get to a cup.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Except for Brandon Hawkins.
No,
We
that
love
is the
him.
closest
You will ever get.
He will never host that thing again as long as he plays for Toledo.
If you really think about it, he's the only Toledo player to hoist that cup besides AJ Jenks.
What was it? We had a defender what was that defenseman?
Grizzola.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is now. But sorry, Ryan, continue.
Nope. Yeah, that was probably my favorite Komets memory.
Mine has to be either. I will remember the championship game. That was so cool. And getting to know several people down on the ice. Our friend of the show, James Franke, getting to watch him and his dad down there was super cool. Getting to like just sit there in the parking lot afterwards. Like my dream as a kid was to watch, I'd love to win a championship, but to watch one of my favorite teams win one in person, be in the building and get to watch that celebration was awesome. But then also in that playoff run, watching the Western Conference clinching game in a sitting like 5 rows in the corner. Closest seats I've ever had, and it was still cool to see that. That was overtime, right? The overtime game was the clinching one, right? Or was that the game before? I can't
That was the
remember.
game before. The championship game ended in regulation.
That's right. But getting the overtime game before and then getting to see the presentation of that cup or the Western Conference trophy was really cool as well, like getting to sit that close. All right, Billy.
So I actually have 2. So the most recent one would probably be I sung the national anthem for a
Heck yeah,
game
you
this
did.
past season. So we didn't tell anybody. So there was someone that canceled. I think I found out on a Friday that I was going to do it the following week. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is the one song that if you screw up, everyone knows you screwed it up.
Mhm.
I practiced all week, and then it came time before it. And I'm like, during that morning, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody. So then did warm ups like normal, and then I got the text that, hey, it's time to get in your spot. Ran down, no one thought a thing, and then they announced it, and you just see all the guys turn around like, what? Yeah, that was crazy. And then I would say that like the most fond memory is when we won the cup in '07. My family was moving back to Fort Wayne, so me and my mom were already here. We were in the corner when that Hodgman scored the goal in on the glass, so that was huge. So like during the game, my sister and dad were driving back up from Kentucky, and we're like, "You guys are gonna miss the game, but we got you tickets, whatever. Like it'll be fine." Little did we know they're gonna get a full another game in overtimes, so they actually got to watch the entire thing. But yeah, it's like 3 in the morning when we got out of here. My uncle had to be to work at 5. He's the one that brought us. Yeah, just sitting on the glass to watch Hodgman put that puck in was crazy.
You know what's crazy, Billy? It's like a lot of people weren't there to witness that triple overtime, considering the fact how many people were in the building. Because
Yeah.
every time we do this closing question, everybody always says the 2020 Cup, but they really weren't there for that triple overtime thriller. And dude, the Coliseum has never been louder than that goal.
It scared me because, like, I mean, I seen the cup in '03, but nothing to that point to how loud it was,
Yeah.
Mhm.
how crazy the fans were, the streamers that flew on the ice,
Yeah.
which is terrible for skates.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just crazy.
Man, I mean, that 2007 was the that finals game 1 was the first time I ever went to a Komets game. My friend of mine that was at Ball State with me had told me about it. We got tickets, and that was the first Komets game, and they lost that game.
Yeah.
And then since then, they actually have a really good record when I'm in the building. Just gonna point that out. But I mean, I've seen them lose a couple times, but it's
We all have.
yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but like that's what made me fall in love. Two things brought me that close to hockey was that game and Doc Emmerich. Doc Emmerich, who's also from Fort Wayne. So the Fort Wayne area and the Komets, part of the Komets history, because that's where he got his love for hockey. This organization is just incredibly like part of my love for hockey. I'm sure I can speak for the other guys here that it is, and to get to interact with as many people as we get to thanks to this is fun. And we really just want to thank you for hopping on tonight and giving us an inside look into one of the jobs that not a lot of people know a lot about.
Sure. Yeah,
Yep.
as soon as I heard about the opportunity to be on, I'm like, "Yeah, it's a no-brainer. I'd love to be a part of it." Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, just the fan interaction. I couldn't be more happy with how Fort Wayne treats us.
Awesome. So, real quickly, if anybody, do you have any closing advice for people that want to, like, I know we've talked about like what they would have to do, but like any advice from your personal journey that you want to, give out?
Appreciate the little things, especially if you're gonna get into this profession. There's a lot of thankless hours that you don't think about going into it. It's the 2 a.m. sitting in the laundry room thinking about, like, "Why are you here? How'd you get here? What am I doing?" I would just say, just take the little things and run with it. My head coach at Indiana Tech taught me that very early on when I started with them, is you have to learn to appreciate the little things or you'll miss the big things.
Well, thank you so much, Billy. It's been great. We'll have to have you back on.
Yes.
And then, like I said, we're working with Billy to get to shadow him. So hopefully that'll be coming here next season. But in the meantime, we want to thank you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you got a question for Billy, leave it in the comments. We'll get it to him and try to respond to you with his reply. But in the meantime, Colin, what do we say?
Billy, anybody you would like to, any friends or family you'd like to shout out that could be
Oh, yeah.
listening to
There you
this
go.
podcast?
Hi, Mom.
Before, Hi, Mom.
Hi,
All
team.
right, well,
I miss you.
Yep. With that being said, cue the music.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Done actually.